My father turned 80 this year, and I hit 60. A few years ago, he sat me down for a long talk, hours of advice that I've carried with me since. He didn't just tell me how to coast through my later years, he showed me how to live them with purpose, energy, and joy. At 80, he's still sharp, active, and content, and at 60, I'm learning from him every day. If you're over 60, this could be the shift you've been waiting for, a roadmap to thrive, not just survive. We're diving into his wisdom today. 70% of it will focus on health, fitness, and lifestyle tweaks to keep us strong and vibrant as seniors, and 30% will be my own reflections, shaped by watching him and living it myself. Let's get started. Dad's first gem hit me like a ton of bricks. Learn to be bored without distraction. It's a superpower in today's world. At 80, he spends 15 minutes every morning just sitting, no phone, no TV, no noise. He says it's how he stays sane in a world that's always buzzing. Tip 1. Embrace stillness. For us over 60, life can feel like a constant stream of interruptions, grandkids calling, news blaring, phones pinging. Dad's trick is to carve out quiet time. He sits on his porch, watches the birds, and lets his mind settle. I started doing it at 60, and let me tell you, it's harder than it sounds. The first time, I fidgeted, checked my watch, and almost gave up. But after a week of 10-minute sessions, I noticed my thoughts weren't racing anymore. My blood pressure, which had been creeping up, even dropped a bit. My doctor was impressed. Here's how to start. Tomorrow, find a quiet spot, your backyard, a park bench, even your living room. Set a timer for 5 minutes, sit still, and breathe. No music, no distractions. Just you. Build up to 10, then 15 minutes over a month. It's like strength training for your brain, free, simple, and powerful. Tip 2. Cut energy vampires. Be ruthless about who you spend time with, Dad says, and he means it. At 80, he's pruned his social circle down to a handful of positive, uplifting people. He used to waste hours with complainers, neighbors who griped about the weather, old coworkers who dragged up the past. Now, if you're not adding to his day, you're out. I took this to heart at 60. I had a friend who'd call just to vent. Every chat left me exhausted. I started saying no, spacing out our talks, and eventually let it fade. My energy's mine to protect now, and at our age, we can't afford to waste it. Think about your circle, who leaves you drained. Maybe it's that cousin who only talks problems, or a neighbor who gossips non-stop. Next time they call or drop by, keep it short, 5 minutes, then excuse yourself. Over a week, notice how you feel without them. Your 60s and beyond are for people who lift you up, not pull you down. Tip 3. Stop worrying. Worrying's a waste. It never fixes a damn thing, Dad told me over coffee one morning. At 80, he's seen enough to know it's pointless. He used to fret about money, health, us kids. Now he shrugs and says, if I can change it, I will. If not, why bother? At 60, I catch myself worrying too. Will my knees hold up? Can I afford retirement? It's a habit I'm breaking. Studies show chronic worry spikes cortisol, which messes with sleep and heart health, 2 things we seniors need to guard. Dad's approach is practical. When a worry pops up, he asks, can I fix it today? If yes, he acts. If no, he lets it go. I tried this last month when my car broke down. Instead of panicking about the bill, I called the mechanic, got a quote, and moved on. stress gone. Try it this week. Next time you're stewing, say, about a doctor's visit, write down one step you can take, like booking it, and drop the rest. You'll feel lighter, I promise. I used to think Dad was nuts, sitting there doing nothing while I scrolled Twitter at night, stressed out of my mind. Now, at 60, I see it, stillness is gold. Cutting toxic people was tougher. I felt guilty at first, but Dad's right, my energy's not infinite anymore. And worry? I've wasted years on it. Watching him sip tea, unbothered at 80, showed me peace is a skill. I'm still learning, but it's working. Sleep's the best legal performance enhancer on the planet, Dad says with a wink. At 80, he's living proof health doesn't need fancy tricks, just the basics, done right. Tip 4. Prioritize sleep. Dad's religious about his 8 hours. He's in bed by 9 p.m., lights off, no exceptions. He says it keeps him sharp, steady, and happy. Science backs him up. After 60, good sleep cuts your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 30% and boosts immunity. I used to stay up late watching TV, surviving on 5 hours, thought I was tough. At 60, I see the damage, foggy mornings, cranky afternoons. Now I aim for 7 to 8 hours. Here's Dad's routine, and mine now too, an hour before bed, no screens, phone goes in the kitchen. Dim the lights, maybe read a book, he loves old westerns. If you're restless, try a warm drink, chamomile tea works for him. Start tonight, set a bedtime an hour earlier than usual, skip the late news, and see how you feel tomorrow. Your body repairs itself at night, give it the chance. Tip 5. Exercise beats pills. Movement's the most underused antidepressant, Dad told me when I hit 60 and felt the blues creeping in. He walks 30 minutes every day, rain or shine, and does light stretches. At 80, he's not popping pills for mood or pain, he moves instead. Research says 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly, like walking, slashes depression risk by 25% for seniors. I started small, 15 minutes around the block. Now I'm up to 30, and my knees ache less, my head's clearer. Dad adds 5-pound dumbbells twice a week, nothing crazy, just enough to keep his arms strong. Try this, tomorrow, walk for 10 minutes at a pace that warms you up. Next day, add 5 more. If you've got weights, lift something light, canned goods work 10 times. It's not about marathons, it's about staying alive inside. Tip 6. Diet's more than food. Your diet's not just what you eat, it's what you watch, hear, and who you're with, Dad says. His plate's simple, spinach, chicken, brown rice, and apple. But he also feeds his mind, reads history, skips the doom and gloom news, hangs with positive folks. He's convinced it keeps his gut and brain in sync. Science agrees, a healthy gut, fueled by fiber and lean protein, cuts inflammation, which messes with mood and memory after 60. I used to live on burgers and cable news. At 60, I'm switching to salads and quiet evenings. Start here, this week, swap one processed snack, chips, cookies, for something whole, like nuts or a carrot. Then cut 15 minutes of screen time for a book or a chat. Your body and soul will feel it. Dad's naps used to bug me, I'd roll my eyes while he snoozed. Now, at 60, I'm the nap guy, 20 minutes after lunch, and I'm reborn. His walks shamed me into moving, I was huffing at 55, and he wasn't. And his food? I mocked his rabbit meals till I tried them, energy's steady now, no crashes. He's 80, I'm 60, and he's still teaching me the basics. A goal's a destination, the steps are your GPS, Dad says. At 80, he still sets little targets, like growing tomatoes or fixing a squeaky door, and nails them. Tip 7. Focus on steps. Dreaming of better health is nice, but Dad says act. He wanted stronger legs, so he started with 10 steps up the porch daily, now it's 20. At 60, I want to swim again. Step 1 was buying goggles, step 2's finding a pool. It's not sexy, but it works. Pick a goal this week, say, walking more. Day 1, 10 minutes. Day 2, 15. Day 3, add a stretch. Write it down, do it, build it. Steps beat wishes every time. Tip 8, eat the frog. Get the big stuff done early, Dad advises. He fixes leaks or calls the doctor before noon. It's his eat the frog rule, tackle the ugliest task first. I used to save exercise for evening, then skip it. Now, at 60, I walk at 8 a.m., done before I can talk myself out of it. Tomorrow, pick your frog, a chore, a call, a workout. Hit it by 10 a.m. You'll coast through the day feeling like a champ. I was a dreamer, big plans, no action. Dad's tomato patch mocked me, till I started small. At 60, I'm swimming laps soon because of his steps. And eating the frog? I fixed my garage door last week, felt like a win. He's 80, and his focus still schools me. The less you care what others think, the freer you are, Dad says. At 80, he's unshackled. Tip 9. Ditch the screen. Life's outside, not on a screen, Dad insists. He limits TV to an hour, old movies, never news. I was glued to my phone at 60, now I leave it in another room for stretches. Sleeps better, stress is down. Try an hour off tomorrow, walk, knit, stare at the sky. You'll wonder why you didn't sooner. Tip 10. Pick your habits. Old habits stick like glue after 60, Dad warns. He quit smoking at 50, tough, but worth it. I dropped late-night ice cream at 60, craved it for weeks, but my waistline's thanking me. Pick one habit to swap this month, soda for water, scrolling for reading. Start small, stick with it. Tip 11. Choose your people. Dad's crew is small but mighty, upbeat, active. He says they keep him young. I've ditched downers at 60 for folks who spark ideas. Audit your circle, who drags you down. Limit them. Who lifts you? Call them this week. Dad's garden time, no tech, just him and the earth, hooked me. I'm planting herbs at 60, and it's my zen. His my rules vibe? I'm shedding guilt over saying no. He's 80, living free, I'm catching up. Invest in yourself first, Dad says. At 80, he's comfortable and connected. Tip 12. Save 10%. Dad saved 10% of every dime, even in tough times. It's why he's not sweating bills now. I started late at $60, $20 a paycheck, but it's growing. This week, tuck away $5, $10, whatever you can. It's your safety net. Tip 13. Hire help. Dad paid a guy to teach him woodworking at 65, sped up his hobby. I got a fitness coach at 60, worth every penny. Find a mentor, cooking, gardening, money. They cut your learning curve. Tip 14. Cherish moments. Every talk's the last till the next, Dad says. He savors coffee with friends. At 60, I'm hugging my kids tighter. Call someone you love this week, don't wait. Dad's savings gave him peace, I'm building mine. His woodworking? Pure joy. And his time with us? I'm stealing that focus at 60, family's my wealth now. Here's my 30%, Dad's lessons, my life. Lesson 1, forgive fast. Dad let go of grudges, parents, old pals. I clung to mine till 60, wasted years. Forgiving freed me. Who can you release today? It's your gift to yourself. Lesson 2, face fears. Dad moved at 70, scary, but he thrived. I biked again at 60, shaky, then fun. Try one bold move this month, you'll surprise yourself. Lesson 3, design happiness. Happiness is now, Dad says. I plan joy, trips, meals. At 60, I'm not postponing. What's your joy tomorrow? Do it. At 80, my father didn't just show me how to get by, he showed me how to truly live with a body that's strong, a mind that's clear, and a life that's mine. And at 60, I'm proof it's never too late to start. Everything we've covered today, sleeping deep, moving more, cutting the noise, taking small steps, living your way, it's not just advice. It's a blueprint for thriving past 60. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Pick one thing, a 10-minute walk tomorrow, an extra hour of sleep tonight, a quick call to someone who lifts your spirit. Start there and watch how it snowballs into a version of you that feels alive, not just older. Dad's 80, still going strong, and I'm 60, chasing his lead. Wherever you are past 60, you've got years left to make yours count. If this hit home for you, if even one tip sparked something, drop a 1 in the comments below. It's a little signal to me that Dad's wisdom is reaching you and it keeps us connected. Better yet, tell me, what's one lesson from today you're going to try this week? Maybe it's ditching the phone for an hour or finally saying no to that energy vampire. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your story, how you're taking this and running with it. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, we've got more coming your way. From practical health hacks to stories that'll inspire you to live bigger, no matter your age. This isn't just a video, it's a community of us over 60, learning from each other, growing together. So, let's keep it rolling. What's your next step? Share it below, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe for more wisdom. See you soon.